No, these are prerequisite courses to survive the It is. I like them a lot.
Okay, let's get started. Alright, so make sure we give each other enough space. The way we get started, we bring our feet together, right hand in a fist, left hand flat. As a sign of respect, we just acknowledge our peers. We're all working on the same thing. What we're going to do is we're going to step out to our left side. I'm going to mirror you with my right, just shoulders width, stepping over the heel, circling from below, keeping the knees slightly bent. Inhale as we take our heels off the ground. Exhale. In Qigong, we want our tongue to be on the roof of our mouths as we breathe in and out through our nose. Extra credit if you can go up and down at the same rate. The hardest part is the coming down. That's getting deep. Last one. Up. Big circle, inhale up. And we're going to hinge at our hips, pressing down. Rinse and repeat. Inhale up, big circle. Exhale. facing down. Hinging to your left side first from your hips, not the waist. Keeping the head in alignment with the shoulders. Good. Back to center. Other side. Back to center. And just take a moment to be completely still. And shake it off. Welcome to another Tuesday night Qigong. We're going to be going through our basics today. Happy New Year. Welcome to 26. This is our second class of the new year. We had class on the very first day, and that was very therapeutic. For those who attended, they were like, this is the perfect way to bring in the new year, the Gregorian New Year. So, yeah, and then we have Lunar coming up next month. What we're going to be practicing today is a review of our 5 basic stances, and then we'll go from there. All right? For those who are unfamiliar, Qigong is the alphabet of movements that are used in the poetry called Tai Chi. Tai Chi is compound Qigong movements. And so when we get our basics down, it makes everything else smoother and easier to do because you'll start finding repetitivity. So the first stance that we're going to go through, the first 3 are going to be Mabu, Gongbu, and Shubu. Horse stance, bow and arrow stance, and cat stance. So let's do it together, starting with our feet together, remembering the principle, ears over shoulder, over hip, over heel. We soften our knees, shifting our weight into the right leg. We step out on our heel, twice shoulders width, and shift to the middle. Toes are pointed forward, and we bring our hands together, and say after me, Mabu.
Mabu.
Good. The quality of our voice speaks to how strong our lung chi is. So while we're doing this exercise, we're going to also practice something called the lion's roar. The lion's roar is being able to have punctuation in your tone and being able to have a strong voice. So the next move, what we're going to do is we turn the left foot out on a 45, shifting our weight forward, straightening the right leg. We turn in the toe on the right foot, and extend the hands while rolling the head forward, the right head forward, turning our head to the right, and we say Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Good. From here, we turn the left foot in first, then rotate back to the center, Mabu.
Mabu.
Other side, turn out the right foot, shift the weight, turn in the left, extend, looking to the left, Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Good. Really feel that stretch. Looking, because what we're wanting to do is keep our gaze in the same spot. So when I say Mabu, you should be looking in the same spot. Mabu.
Mabu.
Other side. Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Good. Make sure to turn your head to the right when you're doing Gongbu to the left. Feel that stretch. Find your point on the wall and keep your eye on that for all of these moves, for these 2 moves. Mabu.
Mabu.
Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Mabu.
Mabu.
Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Mabu. Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Mabu.
Mabu.
Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Good. And Gongbu, make sure that front knee is bent. You're rolling that right hip down. Yes. And make sure that your back foot is on a 45. Back to center, Mabu.
Mabu.
Good. And then check in with your feet. Are they twice shoulders width? Yeah, I was about to look at your shoulders. Good. From Mabu, Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Now what I'm going to do is, if I say Gongbu a second time, we just shift from the middle to the other side and say Gongbu. 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 Mabu. Back to center. Gongbu.
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 if I'm going to use this wall behind me, so I'm not using too much, you might get a mark. But if I'm using the wall as my mark, and I'm looking right between the frames, and you might even find a space or a part of the photo that catches your eye. I keep my eye on that spot, I step out, Mabu, Gongbu, Mabu, Gongbu, Mabu, Gongbu, Gongbu. You notice that my gaze has not changed, but everything else is rotating beneath. Make sense? So it's like I'm isolating, separating out what's happening at the occiput, the back of my neck, and the rest of my body. Just to differentiate, what part of my body is this? My waist, and then what are these?
Yes.
Hips, good. So in Gongbu, our hips are doing one thing, while our waist is doing another, and our neck is doing a third. And so this is that compound aspect that I was talking about, how Qigong is these bits and pieces. And Tai Chi may take Gongbu, turn it this way, and then step through and do something else with it. But the principle of like, oh, I can rotate my body underneath my gaze is something to consider. What questions do you have on that? Excellent. Love the enthusiasm. Hold your questions to the end, okay? You guys put all of your hands down. Thank you. All right, so from here, from our Mabu, go ahead and Mabu.
Mabu.
Good. We're going to do it to the left, Gongbu.
Gongbu.
Good. And now hold that posture. What direction are you looking? Yeah, is it to your left or to your right?
Right.
You're correct. All right, from here, from this right, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the left toe in, and we're going to spin 180. And now, this right leg is empty. You should be able to lift it up. Good. All of our weight is in the ball of our left foot. You should be even able to tap your left heel. Just shifting your weight to the ball of your foot, not into your toes, but into the bridge, the ball of your foot, just before the arch. The right hand, we call this the Waiayata elbow, Waiayata. And we want to rotate so that our pinky is closest to our knee and that there's this roundness to this arm. The left hand is, what time is it? Left hand is up like, what time is it? Good. Right arm is making this rounded feature. Waiayata elbow, what time is it? Good. From here, we're going to, because our weight's all on the left side, we pivot around 180 and step back with the right leg. So go ahead and rest. Let me show you that transition to go from, because what we're doing is we're doing it forward and we're doing it backward. And this is going to jumpstart how you interact with the material. So from Gongbu, I turn, I rotate, and you see that little adjustment so that my knee is not out. I adjust because I'm in the ball of my foot. Left hand, what time is it? Right hand, Waiayata. I then turn 180, and I don't just put this foot down. I step back on the ball of my foot and then extend my arms again. What stance am I in? And other side. I turn the foot, I rotate around, and look, you see if I just pause, what do you notice about my knee? Does it look like I'm comfortable in my right leg? No. How about if I turn it this way? Yeah, because I can lift this freely now. And what's the name of this stance? Cat stance, Shubu. Good. And in this case, the empty leg has the Waiayata elbow, and the solid side gets the, what time is it? Good. Now, you'll notice ear, shoulder, hip, heel. You want to keep yourself in alignment while you're in it. It's easy to want to lean forward, but what part of my body is this? My hips. That means that I have lost awareness in my hips to not feel that I'm bending. So you want to keep ear, shoulder, hip, heel. So if the hand has to start here to maintain that posture, fine. Eventually you can get to here. And that's the day-to-day grind. So let's go through the body Gongbu and Shubu. Sounds like a Pokemon, doesn't it? Mabu, go! Anyway, that was David.
Shubu, I choose you.
Shubu, I choose you. All right. Softening our knees. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Turn. Pivot. 180. Good. Shubu. Can you lift your right leg? There you go. Yeah, that's it. Good. And soften this knees. And if you try tucking your hips like, yeah, you know that one. Good. Shubu. Now we're going to pivot around, step back, and extend the arms. Gongbu. And Mabu. Other side, Gongbu. Shubu. Yes. Right hand, what time is it? Left elbow, wide. Eventually you might. With all the spiritual food right here, you might have to take it. Yeah. Gongbu, pivot 180, step back with your left foot. Yep, and then you're facing this wall and extending the arms. Excellent. Then Mabu. And relax. Okay, now, because we have a small enough class, we're just going to do one lap of those 3 stances. That is like, it helps to embody it when you're moving forward, because then you'll start to feel, oh, could there be potential pain? Hey, welcome! Happy New Year! So let's line up over here. We're going to line up on this side, and we're going to do a walking drill with Mabu, Gongbu, and Shubu. How you doing? Good. Now you're coming from the inside. Show me the shiny. So what we're going to do is, with our principal ear, shoulder, hip, heel, hands by our side, we turn out the left foot, and we step out. Mabu. Then we go Gongbu, facing forward, looking to the left. From here, we turn out the right foot, and we shift our way forward. Shubu. Good. Then from here, we're just going to pivot on the back foot to step out. Mabu. Good. Hold that. Gongbu. Turn out the left foot. Shubu. Where's your weight? Can you lift your right leg? Excellent. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Good. Yes. You had it other way. Yeah, there you go. Good. And notice, what direction are your hips facing? Are they facing the wall in front with the 2 doors and the Christmas tree, or are we on 45? These are things to consider. Mabu, step out to the left.
Should the hips be forwards or to the side?
Yeah, in Mabu, the hips are facing this way. Gongbu, they're on a 45. And then in Shubu, they're facing directly forward.
Okay.
Yeah. Gongbu. Good. Make sure you use your lion's roar. And point that toe forward. Take the strain off of your knee. Good. Check in with your back foot. Is your back foot on a 45 or is it flat? So it's real out. So check this out. So push your knee toward me. All stable. Very good. Shubu. Good. And if you need an example, Max right here is very familiar. Max right here, Steve is very familiar. Christian's familiar. Steven back there is familiar. Mabu, stepping forward. Gongbu. Good. Check in with that back foot. Make sure that back foot is forward on a 45. Your toe is forward on a 45. Rotating that hip down. Because you'll notice it's easy to want to twist at the waist. Try to keep the waist square and let it be with the neck on. Yeah, better. Shubu, turn out the foot, shift forward. There you go. Yeah, you have it. You got it. Yeah, see, your intuition was on point.
For this one, arms pointed to the front.
Yes. Yeah, because see, but you want to look forward too, because in cat stance here, I can kick, I can step back, drop down if I needed to. From here, this is my empty leg. Good. Yes, shift your weight back. Yeah, can you lift that leg? Perfect. Mabu. Now you're going to pivot step, exit. In your Mabu, roll your hips underneath as if you're standing next to a wall. Like you want to make sure that your back is nice and flat. It's easy to want to have the Beyonce and the hunchback and Notre Dame. Okay? So we don't want either one of those. We want a board.
Is this also our feet like perfectly straight and going 45?
Yeah, ideally parallel. But if you're having knee pain, it's okay to have the knees on 45. Gongbu. Shubu. Good. If you have the lung capacity, yeah, you have it. Make sure to repeat it. It helps with memorization. Switch your hands. There you go. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Good. Yes. That's awesome. This is going to make you ambidextrous. Yeah. You're going to attack that same menu. Gongbu. Shubu. Mabu. Gongbu. Check in with your back foot. Square the hips away. Square that hip close, not open. Yes. Try to see your foot just bring your knee to welcome back. Feel a nice little stretch there? Oh, wonderful. Here, turn this toe just slightly in, just like that. That'll help act like a stabilizer. Shubu. Okay, I see some good pointers over there. Mabu. Excellent. Gongbu. Huh? What? Huh? Gongbu. Oh! Shubu. Shubu. Ah, there we go. Mabu. Ah, I heard it. Yes. Gongbu. Shubu. First three, relax. Mabu. There you go. She's playing defense right there. Gongbu. Shubu. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Yes. Yes. And rest. Good. Good. Pointers. So, the first thing that I'm noticing is the transition from Gongbu to Shubu. I see some compromised knees. And the knees in Kung Fu are made of tofu. And tofu does not like grinding. It turns into mush. So we want to protect our knees. And the only way a knee moves is like a hinge. So if you're going to get any kind of rotation, that's the relationship between your hip and your ankle. Yes. So, in Gongbu, here, I will turn out this foot, and my weight is in my heel. So from Gongbu, I'm protecting this midline, right? So like, Max, I want you to kick me in the crotch. And you see how this angle, this 45, helps to create a barrier to the midline? Because what kind of kick would you need to reach my groin? A snap kick, so do. And so if I have my foot here, if I came in, I stepped to him here, bam, you see, this angle leaves me exposed, but the moment I turn it in, it's just enough. Just enough for him to have to come up and around. Gives me a chance to protect myself. So that's the first thing. You want to be able to have mobility here. So from Gongbu, thank you, next. From Gongbu, we turn out, shift the weight forward. What do you notice about my back foot? Yeah, is my heel on the ground or not? It's not. I'm shifting my weight forward to lift it and place it. And this is an empty leg, meaning there's no weight in it. You might have seen those YouTube videos where that girl, she comes all the way around and sits and then comes back up. It's a very famous sport. And so being able to condition that kind of one-leg balance, you need to be able to turn out, shift the weight forward, and I'm driving my hips forward to shift up and to shoot. Then, my base leg is what's going to engage Mabu first. I turn, step on the heel, and shift. When we go forward on a heel, when we go on a 45, or if we go lateral, all heel. The moment you start to go behind on a 45, directly back, you're on your toe. So if you're going backward, toe. If you're going forward, heel. What direction, what part of your foot do you use to go backward? And go forward? Back? Forward? Back? Forward? Back? Forward? Love your enthusiasm. All right, let's line back up. We're going to now that you know, when you're stepping forward, you step on your heel. Good. Let's see if we can do the same thing with poise and grace. This time, we're going to turn out our right foot. So we turn out the right foot, step, Mabu. Gongbu. Check in with your back foot. Shubu. Mabu. Gongbu. 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 Shubu. Shift your weight back. Make sure you can lift your left leg. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Sway your hips with me. So instead of twisting, hitting on the ball of the back foot. If you're doing the dance, doing mashed potatoes, better. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Front two, rest. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. There it is. Yes. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. And rest. Excellent. I see some improvement. I see folks making conscious efforts to what leg is moving what way, what hand is going what way, what direction am I looking? That's good. Did you know that there's science behind that? Tai Chi, this is one of the reasons Tai Chi is so good to practice over a lifetime. Because when you're in your 80s and 90s, the self-check-in is what keeps the mind sharp. Because you are constantly stacking those principles and constantly refining the principle, regardless of the movement. That's why we practice principles over movements. If we just go through the motions, it's really hard to get depth and embody what it is that you need to do. So what was your experience with those three stances? What stood out for you? What do you feel in your body currently? Anybody?
Feeling in the quads.
Feeling it in the quads. Anybody else feel it in the upper parts of their leg in the front?
Yes.
Yes. Any other parts of the body being engaged or feel worked during this exercise?
I feel like the bottom of my feet. So I was very aware of that at first before everything else.
Okay. So the bottom of the feet. And it sounds like you agree, Mike? Excellent. And what is that sensation?
I feel like I can feel the different parts because like I have the toe like this and I happen to have it like this down. I feel like each part is separate.
Absolutely. And on a separate note, on the subject of feet, there is something that we practice called 9 points and a hollow. So if you make a fist with your hand, we're going to be looking at the pinky side of our hand. And this is very much shaped like a foot minus the toes. And if you think about this being the big toe and out here being the little toe, there's 5 points, and then you have 2 on the bridge of the foot, and then the outside heel makes 8, inside heel makes 9. Those are our 9 points, and then the arch of the foot is the hollow. And our job is to shift our weight to stay on the 9 points and maintain the hollow. You'll know you're doing it right when your shoes wear. Oh, this is a good example. So you'll see that the shoe is worn around the edge here, and there's very little wear, even on this ring where the arch is. And that's because I'm constantly practicing the 9 points in a hollow. And on even more worn shoes, like the Chinese Feiyu, like those ones, this area here becomes smooth. And then there's still a few lines in the middle. And that's when you know that you've got those 9 points in a hollow. By doing that, that accentuates the arch of the foot. It helps to re-support the metatarsals, the bones in the foot, because what can happen is the tarsal and metatarsal can collapse, and we get this action. And we'll see a lot of this, right? And the knees, what do we call this?
Pronation.
Yeah, pronation, but what's like the colloquial? Knock knee, exactly. Your knock knee versus, what's this called?
A duck.
Duck-footed, right? And then what's this one called? Pigeon toe, exactly. But I don't see why this one's called pigeon toe, because they'd have to walk like this, you know? It's pigeon. But anyway, so those are all directions that the body is compensating for something else, either above or below. So that awareness in the feet is key, because Kung Fu is in the feet. So if you can remember those 9 points in a hollow, everything is going to get better. Because when you step forward on your heel, I'm on 8 and 9. I shift my weight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm in the bridge of my foot. I'm on the first 5 points. And I'm just rolling off of the toe. And then I'm able to touch down with grace, with control, either it be a heel or a toe. Because in Shubu, you notice, we stand with our toe. But what was the principle? Do we step forward on our toe? No. So it's a paradox. This is a come and get it. This is a carrot on a string. It's indicating that I have an empty leg. All of my weight, ear, shoulder, hip, heel, is on the left side. So I can sit here and play games on my phone or talk with you with this balance because I'm practicing ear, shoulder, hip, heel. All based on how the weight's distributed in my foot. All right, so good point. So we felt it in our feet. I'm sure coordination was a thing, right? Did it feel natural to do those motions? No, right? It's unnatural. Like, just wait till we get to Jingjiu, you know? Because there's 2 more, right? Because there's 5 basic that we're going through. And I don't think we're gonna need to go through the last 2, but just to demonstrate them. So I want you to call it out. I'm gonna just walk it this way. Call out what stance am I doing?
Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu.
Now here's a new one.
Jingjiu. Mabu. Gongbu. Shubu. Jingjiu.
And that's the full sequence. So the first 3, if you can get those 3 down, that's going to give you the balance that you need for Jingjiu, because Shubu is kind of a preview for Jingjiu, but you still have your training wheels on, because eventually that leg's going to go back, and you'll be able to stand and soften and hinge. But eventually, you know, because this is good to start, right? Jingjiu here is good to start, but eventually you want to soften the knee, you want to hinge, you want to drop, and eventually reach through. And so that's what we're working toward, is slow progress. All right, so your homework is working on Mabu, Gongbu, Shubu. You can either do it that way, or, because that's the walking version, or you can do it stationary. Mabu, Gongbu, Shubu. Gongbu, Mabu. Mind you, there is no right way other than practicing the principles, because there are other variations of the same thing. Mabu, Gongbu, turn, Shubu, Gongbu, Mabu. See what I mean? Still the same, but slightly different. So what you can do is you can play around with that. You know who's really good for that? This guy. Max, he's really good at taking and disassembling what it is that's been presented to him and finding himself in it. And it's really beautiful. So the more you come, the more that you get that opportunity too. So let's line that up. Now we're going to switch gears. We're going to let our legs rest, and we're going to do some upper body exercises. Okay? So, standing with our feet shoulders width, we bring the hands next to our bodies. This is called chambering. We're going to do an exercise called outside to inside, inside to outside. So the way that this works, I'm going to give you a 4 count. All right? Here we go. So 1, the arms roll away from the body. 2, they scoop forward. 3, they turn up. 4, they return to the start position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smooth it out. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to coordinate our breathing with it. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale, exhale. can go outside to in, we can go inside to out. So the count is 1, hands are palm up, 2, they turn over, 3, they draw back in the shape of an elbow, in the shape of a triangle, 4, they curl back in next to 1, 2, 3, draw the elbows back, 4, bird chest. Turtle back. Bird chest. You'll see, what I mean by turtle back and bird chest is the rib cage. We don't want to go up and down, we want to go forward and back. The scapulas can retract, and what's it called when they spread apart? Protract. So we are protracting and retracting our shoulders. So it's lateral, this motion, not this motion. Make sense? You can take this to the dance floor. I'll see you out there, Steve. He's partying. Yeah. Exhale forward, inhale back. Feeling it? Yeah, where do you feel it?
This side is much heavier than this side. So this side is very
Interesting. Yes. All right, here we go. I like seeing that. Chamber, big circle, inhale up. Take a moment to be still. Yes. This is one of the most versatile exercises out there. Because this outside to inside looks simple. Inside to outside is simple when you're doing it on the same side. But what happens when you start switching it up? Alternating, changing what plane you do it on. Because see, look. This is outside to inside, level with the eyes, as level with Zhuang, level with the heart, level with the dantian. Cool, right? And let's make it like a dance move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch it up.
Man, you got that from Dance Dance Revolution.
Of course I did. I got a high score, bro.
Do you do the same shoulder movement? Like, so say if one arm is going back, the shoulder is also doing the same, contracting.
No, because the moment that the shoulder comes up and down, watch this. Max, come here for a second. I'm gonna have Max press against me, okay? So, I know. Here, stand on this side. So we're gonna be pushing palm to palm, all right? And if I drop my shoulders and I'm engaging my core, push. Is he going, am I going anywhere? No, but watch this. I let my shoulders up. But then, let's say we're moving with it, okay? So we're just gonna alternate left and right, push hard, and then alternate. And watch what happens if I move my shoulders. All of a sudden, is my root moving? Yes, can you feel my root? The moment I drop my shoulders, there's motion, but is he changing my root? No. Good job. Yeah. Well done. So the answer is keep the shoulders down when you're doing it. So even here, not here. Because that shoulder shrug, it's hard to bring it back down. But here, I'm engaging my lats. Could you imagine if you saw some like princess like, hey everyone, you know, because the princess wave, right? It's the same thing. It's this rotation, supination, pronation, and twisting at my, what is this? At my waist. So I'm twisting at my waist, keeping the shoulders down. Yeah. Try it from here. Here. Yeah, keep the hips in place. Like if you're like closing, or you're opening the shower, you're like, hello. You move the curtain, hello.
Look at your man.
Surprise. Yeah.
When you're using your hands, do you have to keep them like also like straight together, or what? You know, when we're doing this, we have them straight.
Yes, so repeat after me. With your hands up, you can stay seated. My fingers are not fingers.
My fingers are not fingers.
They are iron daggers.
They are iron daggers.
My arms are not arms.
My arms are not arms.
They are iron bars.
They are iron bars.
Again. My fingers are not fingers.
My fingers are not fingers.
They are iron daggers.
They are iron daggers.
My arms are not arms.
My arms are not arms.
They are iron bars.
They are iron bars.
Good. You notice how I punch the voice up? That's the rhyme for it. But the stacking of our joints is the iron daggers. So yes, you want to keep your fingers together, keep your joints stacked. Now, my arms are not arms. There's two bones in our forearm, our radius under our thumb and the ulna in the back, under the pinky. The thumb bone rotates over the pinky bone. Radius goes over the ulna. And so when we turn our hands over and I go, hook, I'm crossing, I'm keeping the bend of my elbow facing up, right? So put your hand out like this and say, give me my money.
Give me my money.
Y'all ain't getting it. Give me my money.
Give me my money.
All right, there you go. Now, keeping that elbow in place, rotate the hand over. And you'll feel how the back starts to engage, your bicep might be engaged, even your pec or shoulder is engaged. That is the power of recruitment. And so when we're doing these exercises, that's what we're going for. So when I come here, I'm getting into my iron cross. Here, there's a bearing down. Mike, you're big. Come here for a second. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have him, let's have you stand on this side. Okay, so what you're going to do is, I want you to grab my wrist. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use my down energy to try to stay upright. Because Mike's big. If I try to go brute force with him, he's going to win, right? So, you start pulling back. Yeah, but look. You see? Now, you see how both feet slide? Thank you. That was excellent. That's what I wanted. That means that I'm trying to integrate my whole body behind that drawing down. And he was able to slide my whole body, which is excellent. That means that I'm working on my connectivity. Versus here, this is what could have happened. Let me show you what could have happened if I wasn't using technique. So I try to fight the strength, and he pulls, right? Was I able to resist that? No, exactly. So what was the sensation for you?
I mean, it felt like you were pulling me down the first time, and then this time it was just like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, just took me. Yeah, exactly. That's that sinking, and why we want to keep the elbow up and our fingers together. It's the unity, stacking our joints. Thank you very much, man. That was excellent. Cool. Thank you for your question.
And so when we're doing that, we're not moving the elbows, but the elbows stay pointed downwards.
Yes. So here, why don't you begin here? Why don't you come up here for a second? And I'm going to have you do the exercise, and I'm going to do something called catch it. Okay?
So this one?
Sure. And palm up. You're going to do inside to outside and back. Good. Keep going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give gentle resistance to find out what part of your body are you engaging in order to make this actually work. Some of you have felt this already. So I place, go ahead and move. And I push. You see, I'm getting just a little bit of resistance. What part of your body do you feel?
I feel my biceps and my feet.
Yeah. So try standing with your feet shoulders width. Tuck your hips underneath. And now I want you to try using your lats to do the same. Ooh. Yeah. Look. Do you see that? Good. So then turn your hands over. Draw the elbows back. And grip chest. Excellent. Was that helpful? Did that help answer your question? Excellent. Kinesthetic learning. That's the thing about this. Martial arts is a kinesthetic thing. You have to feel it. You can read as many books as you want, but everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. So many teachers tell me that. And it's true. Like, you have an action plan until something goes awry. And then that's the true sign of mastery. All right? So practice, practice, practice. Outside to inside, inside to outside. Next week, we're going to add on Jinjabu and Shabu. So then we'll have our 5 basic stances. But in the meantime, name this. What is this?
Mabu.
What's this?
Gongbu.
And what's this?
Shubu.
Excellent. And going backwards.
Gongbu. Mabu.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to in class the same way we start. So, starting with our feet together, ear, shoulder, hip, heel, softening the knees, and just stepping out shoulders with Zhuang. Hands are facing each other just in front of our dantian, the space of the lower belly. Level with the heart. Level with the eyes. Level with the heart. The dantian. Three gratitude circles. Repeat after me. Gratitude for our health.
Gratitude for our health.
Gratitude for our practice.
Gratitude for our practice.
Gratitude for our community.
Gratitude for our community.
Left foot to right. Right hand in a fist. Left hand flat. Thank you all for coming out to another successful Tuesday night Qigong. If you have not done so already, we would love a Google review. We have a QR code on the table. Just tell people your experience so that we can continue to be accessible. We also have hydrogen-rich water over there. which does help with recovery. Water is pumped from a machine that we keep in the clinic. And then, of course, if you're affluent, you can always donate. There's no obligation, but this is a community-based class. And so I appreciate your contributions, just being here, and we'll be back here on Thursday, same time. Good work! Yay! We do have a tradition of our family photo, so we get to have one centerpiece, and then we're going to take a photo, and it's going to be the cover art for our YouTube channel. You can watch all of this on YouTube and see yourself in action and be like, oh God, that's me. All right, so check it out. The YouTube channel is Chi Up Academy, just like the name. All right. Yes, Christian.